I'm glad he was banned. He was detrimental to the other players at the table. Yeah, from the clips I saw, he just seemed very hateful, and I think they need to be more hands-on the security. Like the amount of whinging Kassouf was doing when he was told to have a 1-orbit timeout. Why not just get security, pull him out of like the whole room, and then tell him to come back in an orbit? Or like make it 2 orbits. I think banned from the whole World Series of Poker, even for like 1 year, is not a good decision though. I think it needs to get a pre-warning. Like that seemed like a huge ego play from Jack Effel and the other dude, the interesting looking guy with the beard. Looked like a fucking Viking, didn't he? I think you got to give the guy a warning first. Not a warning for the tournament, but hey, like you carry on, you're going to be banned from the World Series of Poker. I don't believe they gave him that warning. At worst, they should just disqualify him from the tournament and that be it. But to say, hey, you're out of this tournament, and by the way, you're banned from the whole series, like that's a full ego play. There needs to be some warning leading up to that, a potential outcome. Because if you're just talking shit and if you're talking shit and harassing players, and all you're getting is like an orbit here, a few hands here that you miss, you're going to obviously think that that's like the worst of it. Or like, that's what you're going to keep getting if you carry on the same antics you're carrying on with. Which he was. He was doing the same shit. He wasn't doing anything additional to what he was already doing. Days were going on where he was like harassing players and he was getting an orbit here, a few hands here. But then to like bust a tournament and then be like, by the way, you're banned from the World Series. That's full ego. That you could just tell that was a very frustrated dealing with him. But like, I don't get it. You got all these people, you have all these floor men and women, and then you have security, and you let this like beat you. You let him frustrate you. I don't understand it, man. If I'm Jack Effel, I'm being like, listen, 1-round orbit outside of the room. If you carry on, 2-round orbit outside of the room. And if you don't leave right now, my security are going to escort you out. Not sit there. Do you know why? Do you know what it is? These fucking weirdos low-key like arguing with him. They know the cameras are on them and they're enjoying it. I just don't believe. I should have. Low-key, they like it. They know they've got a couple cameras on. They have this crowd of people watching. They have this noise in the background, like yelling at Kassouf. Low-key, this Viking-looking motherfucker is actually enjoying this, and he's getting a power trip. That's what it is. That's 100% what it is. It's their ego in play. If you want to handle that professionally, security, immediately get out of the poker room. If you carry on, that's a 2-round orbit, immediately. If you carry on 3 rounds, if you continue to carry on when you come back, banned from this tournament. Not, let me stand here for 5 minutes. I saw the footage. I saw it. Not stand here for 5 minutes arguing with this fucking weirdo who's enjoying the attention. Not do that, but go straight to the point. A to B. Crazy. The whole thing was handled like a bunch of fucking embarrassing if you ask me. But we know why it was handled that way. They enjoy the attention. Low key, motherfucker was enjoying it. He's like, fuck me, I'm bored every day. I got cameras on me finally. I got this weirdo arguing. I'll take it all in. William, we're gonna give you an orbit. William, if you continue, mate, shut the fuck up. You know what to do. You're just enjoying it. That's my firm belief, chat. Challenge me. Change my mind. And because these weirdos had such a fucking ego, along with Kassouf, mind you, he's not in the clear here. But since they had a fucking ego, William gets banned. They waste time. Their ego ruined the experience for the other players at the table. They had to sit there and listen to this weirdo babble on about how it was unfair to get a 1-orbit penalty and whatever. They paid $10,000, a $500 fee, whatever it is, for the rake. And they still had to sit there and listen to this fucking weirdo babble on. And a motherfucker looking like a Viking. Like, just almost encourage him to babble on. My God, you have 2-3 security guards just standing there, like getting paid for what? To stand there and do nothing? Fucking weirdos, man. If I was handling that situation, it'd be done with in a minute. And the cunts who paid the entry fee would actually enjoy the experience. Right now, at that stage, they're guaranteed like $200,000-$300,000. And you wanna take more of their brain bandwidth. Like, you want to take that away from them? They paid their fee. Let them think. Let them play their game. Instead, you let the skinny rat stand on the outside of the table, babble on. Fucking idiots, man. The whole thing was handled just horribly. Bunch of morons. Oh, Jack Effel, he did such an amazing job. This Viking motherfucker did such an amazing job. Handled it so well. Finally, he's banned. No! Jesus Christ. You think they handled it well? Kassouf did this for days. You think they handled it well? They handled it the worst way possible. And then the cherry on top, by the way, you're eliminated and you're banned from the World Series. Full ego. Because do you know why? The moment Kassouf couldn't give these motherfuckers any more TV time, that's when they said, by the way, you're banned. That's how I can really milk this content for what it is. You're banned. Come on. Handled it well. Embarrassing from the lot. Changed my mind.